Hi, Jamie. Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Kathy, in case you haven't been here before. And the name of my channel is Attic Avenue. And we are going to go on another journey down Attic Avenue this evening. I do have vintage jewelry this evening in all the other normal items. I got a whole box of vintage stuff, so hopefully we'll find something you're interested in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to register. Subscribe and register. To register, you need to send your name, your YouTube name if it's different than your real name, your address and your zip code, and your email address. Send all that information to Kathy at atticavenue.com. I have that information scrolling at the bottom of the screen to make it easier for you to do that. Um, Especially to register, you need to do that in order to bid. I'll allow you to bid, but I won't honor it until I get you to register because that's where I get your zip code in order to figure out the shipping costs. I try to do the best I can for shipping costs. I use Pirate Ship. I ship from Wisconsin, which I think makes it easier for anyone on the East Coast or the West Coast. So I try to give you the best prices available. And I think that's everything. I do what I found out today, which is quite nice. I now have 420 subscribers. Isn't that great? Finally went up to 420. So we might even do a freebie for that, a giveaway. So let's keep trying and see how I feel about that because it takes so long to get subscribers. So for me anyway, so hopefully you're all gonna get your friends to subscribe as well. Hi, Roberta. Okay, well, I think that's everything. We might as well get started. I usually start with what I have in the preview picture. Again, I have all kinds of vintage items tonight, vintage jewelry, so we'll get to that shortly. Okay, so the first item I'm going to show is my handmade brooch. And we're going to start this out at $8. And I'll just give you a close up. This is Bumblebee Jasper, natural Bumblebee Jasper in there. Then I have a cross. I'm not sure what it is, a stone, but I'm not sure what kind of stone that is. If it's citrine or aventurine, I'm not absolutely sure. But I do know this is Bumblebee Jasper. And then I put a couple different colored beads around it. It was kind of hard to get the square to pan out to be a nice square, but I figured it out. And then you got all your beads surrounding it and your little design on there, your little bugle beads to give it a little lining as well. Here's the back. It is a brooch with a hook style clamp. So there you go, $8 if anyone's interested. And that is natural Bumblebee Jasper stone in there. Natural. I thought it turned out nice. Hopefully you like it too. Okay, I'm just wiping up a little bit of a mess I made here. I didn't screw my jar together or my glass together tight enough and it leaked a little bit. Oh well, worst things have happened, right? Oh, I was just gonna move on. And there's Noelle in at 8. Thank you. That's the only one I made. I do have some, I do plan on making more square and round. I have some triangular ones too, or more square rectangular ones. So let's go ahead and start the countdown. I just don't have all the time I need to do all this. We're going once at 8, looking for 9, going twice. Last call. Okay. So you're going to get the natural bumblebee jasper in there. That's, I thought, was pretty nice. Thank you, Noelle. Let me get that set aside for you. Appreciate it. I got to write it all down and get it set aside. All righty. Thank you. Thank you. Now, before we go on to vintage, I have those beads on sale too, but here's something different I'm going to show you. And I was, I have to be honest, I was a little disappointed in the quality of these. So I'm not sure if you're going to like them or not, but it's going to be a really good price for them. Does anyone like these rainbow moonstone cuff bracelets? These are silver plated, and apparently the moonstone is lab created. It's not even real moonstone, which doesn't have to be a bad thing. That could be a good thing. It's just I was surprised, but not until after I got them. It's 5 stones. Again, it's lab created. I have a lot of these, so don't be afraid. They might be good for Christmas gifts or stocking stuffers. And I'm going to start them out at $2 each. They are silver plated, and they're actually really pretty nice. They are stamped 925 on the inside, even though they are silver plated. I don't know if you can see it. It's right about here. Right about there. It is stamped 925. You get 5 stones. It is adjustable. I just didn't think they were the best, but for $2, they're just fine for that price. 925 silver plated, $2. I mean, if it was real moonstone and it was thicker, see, it's kind of a thin silver plated metal. I didn't like that either. The best. That's why it's only $2. If it was thicker, I'd do $10, probably at least 8. So these are going to be $2 if anyone's interested. And I have more than one, so don't be afraid to ask for more than one. We got Pamela in. I'm going to go once at $2. I'm just being honest. That's why they're only $2. If they were real moonstone and they were a thicker, better metal on there, that's kind of thin, I thought. I would charge 8, 10, maybe more, but these are silver plated and I just didn't think they were the best. So that's why they're only $2. Going twice. Last call. Okay, how many would you like, Pam? I have a lot of them, so you'll probably see them in future sales. You want 5 of them? Awesome. I do have, they make great Christmas presents. They are 925 sterling silver plated. So I looked it up. It is 925 sterling silver over brass. So it is plated nicely. They're lab created, but you know what? They make perfect Christmas gifts. And you want 5 of them. You got it. Let me get that set aside for you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm working on it. I probably have 25 of them, so 5 is nothing. That will be great. Anybody else interested? One second. I got to get some bigger bags here. I think I have some over here. One second. Yeah, I found them. I wasn't expecting this, so that's cool. Did anybody else have an interest? Okay, it's just taking up a little more room than I had expected, so I need a little bigger bag. Okay, so I got that set aside for you, Pam. Anybody else? I'll put this away. Thank you. Actually, they aren't bad for $2. And they are 925 silver over brass. So it's the normal silver plating. And it's 925 sterling silver over brass. So that's what all of them are from India. That's why it's stamped 925. Okay. Let me move on here. Thank you, thank you. All right. Okay, so I have a lot of vintage items tonight. Now this is acrylic, and this looks like it's real natural mother of pearl or shell, and it's acrylic. It's got a lobster claw closure, right? Yeah. And I think I should use the grid because I have a lot. I'll just show you one by one, and we'll do them all for the same price. So I'm going to put this down on C because it's bigger, if you don't mind. Okay. Okay. And I'll get you the price in a minute. this is like a rosary. This might be glass. Yeah, it's sparkle. It's got crushed sparkle, or what do they call that? Crackle glass. The blue looks like it's crackle glass. Then it's got marbled. I think the crackle glass is glass, and the rest might be acrylic. I'm not sure. They're pretty hard acrylic if they are, but it's a nice rosary, and it's got a little charm here, like a little heart. I don't know if you can see that. So that's going to be D because it fits better down here. A couple more items yet. There's a lot of nice things in here. It's just all messed up yet. This looks like, I'm not sure. Let's wait on that one. Okay. This is kind of a sparkle white. It is glass, but I don't know what kind of stone it is. But it's got a nice sparkle color to it. I don't know if you can see it. It's got some purple and I thought I saw, yeah, this is it right here. There's a scratch mark on it right there. Otherwise, the rest of it's in good shape. Nice white. Okay, that'll be A. Let's see if we can get this up here. Okay. And then I got these, there's apparently one pair missing, but these are a whole set of earrings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them there. It looks like one pair might be missing. Said it was 12 piece, but it's only 10 piece or 5 pairs. And those are natural stones too. And they're all taped down apparently, so they won't fall off anyway. So that's going to be B. Okay. All right. See if I can get this written down in here. $2, your choice, if anybody's interested. Now, this one does have a little chip right there. I don't know if you'd really consider it a chip or not, but I can feel it, so I guess it is. But the rest is nice. It's got like barrel beads. Roberta came in at 2. Pamela's in at 2. So if you want your choice, you got to come in at 3. But otherwise, we'll start the countdown, and this way Roberta gets her first choice anyway. Going once at 2, looking for 3. Going twice. Last call. Okay, which one or ones would you like, Roberta? B, the earrings here. Okay, you got it. Let me get that set aside. Okay, Roberta. Anybody else? Pamela, were you still interested in anything? Or did you also want the earrings? Thank you, Roberta. Okay, let's get these out of here then and move on. All right, let's see what else we can come up with. This is an official licensed baseball stamp lapel pin. Let me get Roberta out of there. It's still in the original package, and it's from the United States Postal Service. Looks like it was $1.99, so we're gonna. This one is also a lapel pin. This one is from the American Heart Association, called Go Red. It's a dress. That'll be B. This is a cross. I don't know if it's a bracelet or what, or if it's meant just to hang somewhere, because I don't see any clasp. But we're going to go ahead and put it out there. It's red and white. This one is glass. It's got a little angel on there with a pearl head, and then it's got a rhinestone cross at the bottom. And they're glass. So this is going out there. And then this one is I don't know if it's wood or ceramic or coconut. It looks like a coconut wood. And it's adjustable because you can slide these up and down. I don't know, it looks like it's been worn a lot. So anyway, this is what it looks like. All right, so if anyone's interested in any of that, let me get it in the chat. $1, your choice. So you get like a coconut. I don't know if that's a crab or a sun and a moon, I think maybe. Then you get the American Heart Association, the official stamp, or the rhinestone cross with red and white beads and a little charm, little angel charm. $1, your choice. Okay, I'm not seeing any interest in this, so we'll move along to some other stuff. Not a problem. This is acrylic, and it's got a circle, spring ring or circle ring clasp, and it's red, white, and blue. These look like a rusty color, but it's all acrylic. So there's a necklace. We're going to put it down on C just to so it doesn't fall all over. Here's another one of those. This looks like it could be a necklace, the beginning of a necklace, because it's got the rings at the end that you could. Oh, it's got a lobster claw closure, but you could add chain to it to make it longer if you wanted to. These are like parts and pieces here. This is all wood. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, here's a I'm kind of digging through here looking for something that might be of interest. Here's some gold beads. They are bead landing, and let's see if they got a name on them. Well, we'll just put them out here. They're really nice gold beads. Here's another set of, here's an adjustable bracelet. This one is glass. I'm not sure what kind of stone it is, but it's got that pull adjustable bracelet. Okay, so your choice, $1. If anyone's interested. Pamela's in at $1. So we'll start the countdown going once at $1. Going twice, looking for 2. Last call. Okay, which one or ones would you like, Pam? Okay, she wants A, the gold beads. These here, they are nice. They're brand new, still in the package. Okay. Let me get that set aside for you. Thank you, thank you. 1 second here. Anybody else interested for $1? Okay, so we'll put the rest away. Okay. We have it actually hasn't been opened, but it's hanging out here. And this is Bead Landing. It's a chain, a package of long chain if you want to use it for making beads. Then we have, this is Bead Landing. And it says it's 3-piece, but it's actually only got one strand on here. I don't know what that means. But they are 8mm by 14mm ceramic aqua rondelle beads. We'll put that down on C. I don't know what we're going to do here. Here's a pretty, it's acrylic, but it's got a real pretty, looks like maybe a strawberry. And it is stretch. It's a necklace. And then one second, I want to show you these. They're in the original package. They've never been used, but I want to take them out and show them to you. These are like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. They are AB hearts. And they are glass. There's 5 of them. These have little holes on the side here, so they kind of hang sideways when you use them. Okay. $1, your choice. These are like AB. They're really, really pretty. You got Pamela in at 1. Okay, going once at $1, looking for 2. Going twice. Last call. Which one or ones would you like, Pam? All right. They're glass or ceramic. I'm really not sure which, but they're not acrylic or anything. So you got them. Let me get that set aside. I meant to put these out there for $1 too. Are you interested in these? These are Heshy beads, malachite Heshy beads. Are you interested in these for $1? Let me know. I'll add it to your order. Okay, so you're getting 2 of them. Okay. Anybody else interested in anything that's sitting there? Let me put these away. I think these are so pretty. All right. Everything's kind of tangled here, so bear with me. I probably should only do a few and sort through them before I bring them out, huh? But I know this is pretty. This is a, let me get Pam's name out of there. This is a nice rhinestone brooch. I'm going to do it for $2 this time. Let me get some more things out here if I can. That one's broken. Okay, here's another bead strand. These are going to be $2 this time. This is a shell leaf bead strand. This has got the green. I think those were the more expensive ones. And then the brooch. Let me see if I can. Jeff is in it too already. I haven't even got everything out there yet. I don't know what these are, but they're a big necklace. It's tied with ribbon. They're glass or ceramic or something, but anyway, those will be $2. Jeff came in already at 2. Let me get one more item out here. This is a nice strand of beads. This is from Cousin. You've heard of Cousin. I don't know what kind of bead this is for sure. It is stone, it says. So there you go, your choice. $2. And I got Jeff in, so let's start the countdown. Going once at 2. Going twice. Last call. What happened to your knee? I didn't know you had knee problems now. Which one or one would you like? A and C. You want the brooch? And the big. Now I think it's ceramic. It's not acrylic. Okay, so all right, let me get that set aside. Okay, what did I do? Oh, here we go. And Pamela was going to take B and D. Awesome. Oh, sorry, Roberta. You just weren't quick enough. These are nice. These were Bead Landing, and the other ones are Cousin. And they're nice. Okay. All right, let's move along. See if we got anything else that might be of interest. Here's another chain. Looks like it's silver tone and gold tone chain from Bead Landing. Somebody got it for $2. Here's this is from Bead Landing. It is ceramic, I believe. White shell. These are 10 millimeter white shell. So that's B. This is I don't know, they just look like spacer beads. Silver tone spacer beads. I know I dropped something, but I can't see it. Let's see. One second. Okay, and these are Bead Landing beads, semi-precious dyed quartz. All right, these are going to be choice of. Starting bid $1 if anyone's interested. Pamela's in at $1. Let's start the countdown going. One's at $1, looking for two. I guess I didn't get it in there. 1 second. Going twice. No, I said dyed shell. Not dyed. What did it say? It said semi-precious white shell. That's what it said. Semi-precious white shell. Okay. The C, I have another one here. Did you want to pay $2 and get two of them? Or you just want the one? So you want A, which is the chain, B, the white shell, and C, I'm going to give you both of these for $1 each. Okay, let me write that down. $1 each. Okay, 1 minute. So you got four things then for $1 each, $4. 1 second, I got to get your name on it. Got it. Okay. Now this is labradorite. I'm going to take this and put it aside. I don't see anybody with any interest in that. This is labradorite. That's what it says. On sale for $5. We're going to do them for $2. $2 for this. And then this is another bead landing. This one is dyed shell. It's not white shell. This is dyed shell. Maybe the white was dyed. I don't know. But here's this one. Roberta's in it too already. Hang in there. I'm trying to find the good things. This is, what is this? I don't know. But it's going to be $2 for whatever it is. It's nice and long. Okay. And then we're going to do this for $2. It's one of those adjustable bracelets that you can pull together. And it's got the, I don't know what kind of beads those are either. But it has the focal rhinestone. And then it also has the white beads at the end that you pull on. $2. I'm not even going to put it in. Roberta's already in at 2, so let's start the countdown. Going once at 2, looking for 3 for choice. Going twice. Last call. If I could spell right. There we go. Which one or ones would you like, Roberta? They're $2 each. You want A. The labradorite. Okay, you got it. Anybody else? Thank you. Pamela said she'll take B and C. All right, 1 minute here. Okay, so Pam is taking B. These are nice spacer beads. And C, right? This one. the dyed shell. They're nice teardrops. You can make a lot of necklaces with all these teardrops. They're, smooth on one side and kind of curved in on the other side. So they're nice. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Roberta. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I want to dig anymore or not. I think I should go through them before I do this for next time. Okay, I'm going to do these, though. Here's a bracelet. I'll keep this here in case anyone's interested. And then here's another stretch. Here's, this one's acrylic, but it's another stretch. I think this is going to be the last round of vintage I do for tonight. There's the inside of it. Well, let's turn it inside out so you can see. That's what the inside looks like. But it's nicely made, but it is acrylic. This one's a nice stretch one, rhinestone. Let me find one more. This is going to be the last round of vintage because I want to go through them better. Not that I can't dig, it's just easier on you if I dig ahead of time, right? These are falling all over. 1 second. Okay. Here's a handmade one. It's hemp bead. They are ceramic. Yeah, these are all glass or ceramic. They're not acrylic. It's got the clasp. You put the end through the rope here. So it's kind of a choker, a rope choker. These are all going to be $1. This is the last round of vintage. $1 if anyone's interested in any of these. I'm going to do the rest another time. I want to go through them. They're all tangled. I don't really want to dig and dig. I want to go through them and at least get them untangled. Anybody interested? $1. This is kind of pretty. Okay, let's get Pam out of there so people don't get confused. I have a lot more, but I am going to go through them first and make it a little easier and quicker for all of us. Okay, let's put these away then. Thank you, everybody. Now let's try something else here. I moved a bit, so that was okay. I'm going to do the sale pendants. Get the grid out there, keep the grid out there, and do the sale pendants. I did them for $5 Friday. Today I'm going to do them for $4 each if anyone's interested. Here's a labradorite. That'll be A. Here's a rose quartz. That'll be B. Okay. All right, we have, excuse me, we have a really nice tiger eye. That'll be C. And this looks like it's another labradorite. Kind of hard to tell because it only sparkles. It doesn't give the full sheen like the others did, like this one did. But it is labradorite. Your choice, $4. Can you see everything okay? There. Pamela's in at 4. I think this needs to be brighter. Doesn't seem to. One second. Okay, that's good enough for now. All right, we're going to go once at 4, looking for 5. Going twice. Last call. Okay, Pam, which one or ones would you like? You want A. Okay, you got it. the labradorite. All right. There. Nobody else? Okay, let's move along and try 4 more. I have quite a few. This is lapis. I'll show you in a second. Okay. That's A. Come on, don't be sliding around on me. We have another tiger eye. That'll be B. Here's another nice labradorite. Oops, this one's pretty too. That'll be C. And this one's a jasper. It might be fruit jasper. Okay, $4, your choice. I just can't get that light. What if I bring it way over here? Here's another really pretty labradorite, you guys. I just can't get it to show real good. Let's try this and bring this light even closer. Well, I swear I didn't have this much trouble last time. Okay, I don't see any interest anyway, so we're going to move along. You'd think I was starting all over, as much trouble as I'm having getting adjusted here. Okay. Rose quartz. Here's another labradorite. I wonder if I bring the camera down a little bit, if that'll help. White howlite. And this is amethyst. Okay, it looks like we got Roberta in. So let's start the countdown, going once at 4, looking for 5, going twice. Last call. Okay, which one or ones would you like, Roberta? I bet you it's the amethyst or the labradorite, which is very pretty. Oh, it's not. You want the A, the rose quartz. You got it. One second, let me get a bag here. And Pam will take C, the white howlite. Thank you, Roberta. Okay. Pam wants C, the howlite one. Let me get that written down. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Roberta. Thank you, Pamela. Okay. And nobody wants that labradorite? Where's Lisa? She would love this, I would think. She's not even here. Okay, and this is the amethyst. All right, let's put them away. That's okay. We'll just try them another time. All right, let's see what else. Here's another, oopsie. Here's another tiger eye. Those have really nice flashes to them. This is a jasper. This has got a grayish color, so I think it's agate. And here's a lapis lazuli. Your choice. Any interest, let me know. Roberta's in at 4. So let's start the countdown. Going once at 4. Looking for 5. Going twice. Last call. Okay, which one or one do you want, Roberta? D. You got it. That's the lapis. Nobody else interested? Okay, let's put these away then. Here's another tiger eye. This has got to be, it's transparent, so I'm going to say it's a brown agate. Here's a nice rose quartz. And here's a nice labradorite. $4, your choice. Pamela's in at 4. Let's go ahead and start the countdown. Going once at 4. Going twice. Last call. Which one or ones would you like, Pam? B. The agate. Okay, you got it. Anybody else interested? Okay. Okay, here's another jasper. Sorry about that. I believe this is another lapis lazuli. Here's another tiger eye. And here's another rose quartz. No interest in these, so let's move along. This looks like Narina jasper. Here's another tiger eye. Here's another labradorite. And here's another lapis. Okay, I'm not seeing any interest. black onyx. Lapis lazuli, I believe. Tiger eye. Here's another agate, brown agate. Kind of a plain, more transparent color. Your choice, $4. This is pretty. Okay, no interest here. Well, it's okay. We're doing the best we can. Better than nothing, huh? Here's another labradorite. This is another jasper. It might be fruit jasper. Lapis lazuli. And a nice red coral. Nice deep red in there. Pamela's in at 4. Let's start the countdown. Going once. Going twice. Last call. Okay, which one or one would you like, Pam? D. The beautiful red coral. Yeah. Nice solid red. Very nice. All right. Anybody else? Let's put these away. Okay. Here's another black onyx. And amethyst. Hoping you can see the purple. It is purple. Here's another howlite. That's the last howlite I got. And another rose quartz. $4. And that's okay. I've been selling some of these. I got a lot of them. And I have a lot more coming in. I've been selling them on Whatnot too. So if you there aren't as really, there's only three people here, four with me. So I'm doing pretty good considering the number of people I got out here. And Whatnot, I usually I get, I don't know, there was one night I didn't have anybody there, or I didn't have any sales, I should say. But I've been doing pretty good otherwise. Okay, let's move on. We have another tiger eye. I got a lot of the same ones. Another rose quartz. Another blue or lapis lazuli. And this looks like either bumblebee jasper or fruit jasper. Your choice. Okay. I think you're getting bored here with me. And like I said, there's only two people here. So I'm not doing very well tonight with the crowd. Is there a game or something going on, or somebody else got a show going? Here's a amethyst. Another tiger eye. Another rose quartz. I got repeats of a lot of them. And here's another agate, brown agate. You can see the transparency. Your choice. Thank you, Jamie. I'm glad you're here. And Roberta's here and Pam's here. Now it says I have 5. With me, that's 4. So somebody's late lurking. But that's okay. It just happens that way sometimes. And I'm not really complaining because you guys do me well anyway. Oh, I know what I wanted to do here. Oh, where did I put it? I left it out in the kitchen. I don't see any interest here, but it's Jeff, are you still here? And I don't see Mr. Goats either, but I'm thinking you guys might be interested in this item if I go get it. Okay. Let me lay 4 more out, then I'm going to run and get it just because maybe someone else will like it. Here's Tiger Eye. Lapis lazuli. Yeah, Jeff, I got something I want to go grab that you might be interested in. Robert brought it in for me, so I'm going to go get it. Here's another. As soon as I lay these out there, I'm going to go get it. This is pink or rose quartz. And then we have another fruit jasper. Okay, I'll be right back. I got to go get it. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Lisa. I had some labradorite I thought you might be interested in, but I'd have to dig for them now. I can if you want me to, but you just let me know. Okay, Jeff, I don't know. I'm going to see if you're interested in this or not. Robert brought it up. It's one of those collectible, oh gosh, I don't know if there's a name on it or not. I think I don't even know what they're called. Insulator. Make an offer and anybody wants it, make an offer. I don't know what to ask for it. If anyone's interested. It's heavy. All right, I'm willing to do that. $3. Let's start the countdown. I don't know if anyone else is interested. I thought maybe Jeff would be. We're going once at 3. Going twice at 3. Last call. Okay, it's yours, Jeff. Let me write that down. My brother brought it up and I thought I better show it. Thank you. That's a good place for them. They look good like that. And if people do go by, they'll see it and think, "Oh, how clever. I should do that." Okay, we got that set aside for you. I just got to check one more thing. Make sure Okay. All right, I'm back to normal. We don't have any fences around here, so, but I think that's a cool idea. That's where they should be, on a fence or some kind of post. Okay, finish these up. Here's a lapis lazuli. These are back to the $4. Here's a rose quartz. Here's a tiger eye. And here's another lapis. Any interest? We only have one or two more rounds of these to go. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. What was A? A was lapis lazuli. You're welcome. All right, here's another lapis lazuli. We'll lay it out here. Either that or it's chrysocolla, but I think it's lapis. I hate this chair I got. Tiger eye. I'm going to have to get a new chair. The end of story. Here's another lapis. And here's another lapis. That's the last of the lapis in this. $4. They're all $4. Okay, I don't see anybody interested. That's okay. I'll sell them on Whatnot. Here's the last round. This is amethyst. It's purple, believe it or not. It is purple, amethyst. And then this is rose quartz. These are the last four. Then I'm going to switch gears. And then I have two more tiger eye to show. $4 if anyone's interested. Okay, that's it for the pendants, the sale pendants anyway. Although the other ones are on sale, they just cost more, so they're not going to go for as they're going to go for a little more. So let's see, what else have I got that might interest you? So much for this. Okay, I have two. Let's do it like this. I'm going to put this up. I have two matching Tupperware containers that I'd like to sell. And let's see how big they are. They're made in the USA, but they don't say how much they hold. So all I can do is measure them for you. 7 inches with the cover. Blue, nice blue. And there's two of them, the same size. $3 for both of them. Now they're 7 inches tall, and then the cap is 6 inches in diameter. And you get both of them for $3 if you're interested. Tupperware. You've heard of Tupperware, right? I wrote that down on there. Tupperware containers. Lisa's in at 3. Let me show you the inside so you know what it looks like. Okay, awesome. You get both of them for $3. Let's go ahead and start the countdown. Lisa's in at 3. Okay, so Jeff got one the last week. Going once. Going twice. Last call. Yeah, that's what I did with Jeff. I tried my best to squeeze them together. Okay, so those are sold to you, Lisa. Let me write it down. One minute here. Thank you, Lisa. You came in late. But you came in just in time. Okay, I have 2 more containers. Well, I have more. 1 second. Let me get the same sizes together here. These are smaller. Let me know if you'd be interested in these. They're smaller, $1 each. You get both of these for $2. Let me measure. These are 3.5 inches tall by 5-inch diameter, and there's 2 of them for $2. Oh, I don't even have to put it in. Lisa's in. Okay, I'll just mark it sold. I suppose I could do the countdown just in case. Going once, going twice. Last call. Yeah, I've been cleaning out my kitchen. So there you go. You're stealing them. According to Jeff, you're stealing them. Let me write it down. Yeah, I even cleaned them. Okay, I have a couple more. I'm wondering if they're the same. No, there's a different size. That one, how tall was this one, did I say? I think I said they were 3 inches tall. And the other ones were, yeah, these were 3. The other ones you bought were 7. 3 and 7, and I have one more pair for you to choose from right now. I got more to clean up, but this is it for tonight. Let's see what size this is. You bought the 3 and the 7, and these are these are 4. So I have 2 more. Okay. Oops. I'll do $2.50 for these. And that's it for the Tupperware for tonight. You're going to do 3? I put $2.50. You sure? They're worth it. Let's just mark them sold. I'm not even going to do a countdown. Okay, thank you, Lisa. So you have a 3 inch, a 7 inch, and a 4 inch set of each, two of each. Thank you, Lisa. You are kind. You are so kind. Otherwise, I didn't know what I was going to do with them. I was thinking about giving them to Goodwill, but I don't own any property anymore. So I really can't deduct it. So I wanted to sell them, at least get a tiny bit out of them. So perfect. And yes, you got a great buy here. Thank you. I bet I got more, but I won't have any more tonight. You'll have to come back next week. I got to clean them up. I can't let them go dirty. So there you go. We're good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's move along and see what else we want to do. Um, 1 second. I gotta do something here. Well, so much for that. Okay, let's do some jewelry. Why do you say that, Jeff? Goodwill charges a lot more than they used to. I realize that. Okay, we're gonna show some more jewelry. These are gonna be $7 each. Okay, choice of $7. This one is purpurite. It's got the chain already on it. I'm gonna put that down here because it's got the longer chain. I'm gonna have to move it out here or move the camera down so you can see it a little better. This is Rainbow Moonstone and what is it? Amethyst? Yeah, Rainbow Moonstone and Amethyst. I'll put that up here in A. $7 choice of. This is Owyhee Opal. I'm still waiting for my new jewelry to come in. I haven't got a real lot left anymore. Owyhee Blue Opal. We'll put that in B. and moss pre-night. Your choice, $7. I got to do something again. Hang on. Oops. I gotta... Okay. I don't see any interest, so we're going to put things away. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon. Hit the thumbs up. I would certainly appreciate it. And register to bid if you're interested in bidding. Okay. Let's put 4 more out there. $7 each. Without the cord. If you want the cord, it's $1 extra. Here's natural sodalite and blue topaz. It's got a flower design on there. Okay. Natural larcenite and peridot. Heart shape. And this is lab created decoric glass. I don't know. I think they fuse layers of glass together when they make that, but I'm just guessing. And this is mookaite, natural mookaite, beautiful stone. Your choice for $7. Pamela's in at 7. Let's go ahead and start the countdown. Going once at 7, looking for 8. Oops, I forgot to get the cursor in the right place. Going once, going twice. Last call. Okay, which one or ones would you like, Pamela? If I can find my ink pen. There it is. B and D. Okay. All right, let me. Okay, let me get them in the right bag with the description. I like to give descriptions with it. I think you know that by now. I'm hoping that's what gets me more people to buy, is that I always give a good description of what I'm selling. I hope that means a lot. Okay, so you got the Larsenite and Peridot heart design and the Mookaite. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. One second. Thank you, Pam. Anybody else interested in the others? Then let me put them away. I forgot to take the cord off. Was there a cord on there? Nope, we're good. We're good. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. What's that? Were you talking to me? I don't know what you're thanking me for. I'm just doing my normal sales here, like until I get new jewelry, then it's going to be more expensive when that comes in. Okay, these are $7. This is hemomorphite, and it's a nice blue. They mistake this for Larimar, but it's, even though it's not Larimar, it's a very nice natural stone. This is moss prehnite. It's a big one. This one is like 2.6 inches, but it looks bigger than that for some reason. Probably because of the bezel is so big, and it's got a nice design on it, and the bail has a nice design on it. Okay, and here we have another. This is Amazonite. This is a nice one too. Okay, and this one is pyrite and rhodochrosite. And it's a dangle one. And it is actually 3 inches. So this one's even bigger. Look at it. It's got a nice swing to it. Okay, your choice, $7. Okay, let me put these away. I don't see anybody with any interest right now. So, not a problem. Okay, let's get 4 more out here. See if we can get anybody interested. This is natural black rutile with falling flower design on there. And it is stamped 925 on the back. Here's a dangle one, tiger eye, 3.1 inches. This is a nice long one. It has the bottom one dangles on there. This is African Kambaba Jasper. Make sure you can see it okay. Anyway, it is a nice one, even if I can't show it to you properly. Okay, we have another. This is another moss prehnite, another cap pendant with, I think, a music design on there. These are kind of transparent too. Okay, your choice. $7. Okay. Still think I should be able to show that better than I did. Anyway. Pamela, I haven't figured out what you appreciate there for doing what. Are you talking to me? I don't know what I'm doing that you appreciate. If you're talking to me or not, maybe you're not. Just curious. No biggie. I'll take it as a compliment, I guess, even though I don't know what it's for. This is chrysoprase, another cap pendant. Well, this is like a, it says it's natural tiger eye, but I'm almost thinking it's a black tiger eye because it's so much darker than all the rest of them. It is tiger eye, but I think it's black tiger eye. Here's hemomorphite and amethyst. Hemomorphite is the one that gets mistaken for Larimar a lot, and then that's amethyst. They have it layered on the top like that. I think that's kind of cool. It is stamped 925. Let's get that veil hanging right there. There we go. This one I always liked too. This is moss prehnite and smoky topaz. I think they go well together. Oh, yeah, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it. I think everybody appreciates it. I just like to mention it thinking that it helps get customers knowing they are going to know what they bought. And if you resell it, it makes it easier for you to know what it is then too. Right? That's what I'm thinking. And as long as the vendor is giving me that information, I feel it's only proper to give you that information. Okay, let's, or even if you give them away as presents, people like to know what they are, I would think. You can always rewrite it or type it or whatever you want to do. I just found that way has been the easiest for me. I don't like having to type everything because I'd have to type it all, and I just write it. I feel like I'm looking for compliments here. I should be quiet. I feel like I'm being too self-centered or something. It's just my way of trying to get more customers. Okay. We're almost done for the night, too, guys. I'm not going to keep going after I finish these because this is white buffalo turquoise. That's what we got here, white buffalo turquoise. Although I got 7 people here with me it's 6, so that's better than nobody. This is purpurite. So that's pretty good for me. I'd like to have more. Purpurite, natural purpurite. This one dangles. This one's mother of pearl and amethyst. And this is sardonyx, natural sardonyx. Your choice, $7. Okay, let's put them away. Yeah, I'm kind of switching over. I'll be having actual sterling silver pretty soon. Before the month is over, I should be getting some of those in. And I'll try to go through that vintage stuff a little better so you don't have to put up with my digging around. It's a lot of work. And I'm kind of lazy, I guess. See, this is a hobby, not a business. That's why I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to make it take up all of my time, but I got to make it take up some of my time for you guys. Okay, this is sodalite with a butterfly design. Here's another natural African Kambaba jasper. Here's a Peruvian turquoise. I love the color on that, kind of a teal. And this is natural lapis lazuli. Okay, your choice, $7 if you're interested. I'm going to do one more round after this, and that's going to be it for tonight. I hope, unless you guys want me to keep going, you let me know. But that's what I'm going to do for tonight. I got 8 people here, 7 with me, according to the calculator up there. So you're there. I'm just getting tired, and I'm going to call it a night. All right, let's put these away. One more round. That's going to be it. Last round, guys. This is a hemomorphite copper wired tree of life pendant. Nice artesian work there. Very nice. This is Skullcite, natural Skullcite, and it looks like there's a pearl with it. This is another natural sardonyx. This is the Ozorite pensacola. I'm sorry, Ozorite chrysocolla. And I'm going to put one more out there since I have one here. This is lapis lazuli. We'll do that as E. Any interest? $7. That's going to be it. Your last round. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. That's it for tonight. And I will be back on Tuesday. What is today? Today's Tuesday, isn't it? I will be back on Friday. I can't even remember anymore. That's getting bad, huh? So I'll be back on Friday, and I'm hoping everybody has a good few days and that all of you come back. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of all upcoming videos. Hit the thumbs up or the like button. I certainly do appreciate it. And I'm going to say good night for now. Thank you, everybody. Bye.